So, as we can continue, now we are in court number 5. As we can see, one of the national team coaches and preparing for the Arab tournament in Egypt. So, what can you tell us about the quality and the standard of the training, and what are your aims in this concern?
We have a good quality of player and coaches.
Yes.
But again, as I mentioned, the resources and funds are very limited. We are trying our best to compete in the next Arab tournament. But as you may know, it's very difficult to think even about the gold medals
Yes.
with the Egyptian player. You know, we will compete with the Egyptian players and
Yes.
but when we have Egyptian players in the Arab country, it's very difficult to any other federation to think even about the gold medals.
Well, so again, this is a very, very critical point because all federations around Asia, Middle East, and let's say go to Western Europe and Eastern Europe and the United States, and mainly the biggest country in Europe concerning squash is England. So I used to remember the past achievements of Jordan in the years 2013 and 2014. By the way, we are here. Let's say in Jordan, we have a center court, a glass court. Let me show you a little bit. This is the glass court. We're talking about Jordan, and they have a glass court with approximately how many?
We have around 500 seats in the court.
500 seats. Okay, we talked about the biggest achievement in Jordan in the year of 2013 and 14. This was the title of the British Junior Under 19 with Ahmed Sarraj, as I can remember. Tell us about the past achievements and your future targets in squash, Mr. Mhaisen.
Okay, Ahmed Sarraj was in my opinion at least, the best squash player in Jordan, who played squash in Jordan. And our former squash president, Dr. Ramzi Tabbalat, gave him so much support to achieve that goal. However, Ahmed did not continue due to the lack of resources and funds to continue. And this is the story for all the current and previous and future squash players in Jordan. The lack of resources, lack of funds, which will let you stop at some point.
Okay, I would like to stop here and ask another question. So, lack of financial support led a professional player at these days, I guess he was around 80 in the world, to stop his professional career because he couldn't find the support. As I can additionally remember, he had a brother. He's called Mohammed Sarraj. He also achieved high positions in the professional association around
And
82.
He won the Asian Cup under 17 years old. He won. It was held here in Jordan back in 2017 or 16. He won number 1 place again with the Pakistani players, Malaysian players. Again, he stopped for the same reason: lack of financial support.
So, what can you tell us about the possibilities of the Jordanian Federation to achieve more support financially? What and who can help out? We have the dilemma all around the world, I guess, but it's very difficult in a country, in a, let's say, little bit more poorer country in this matter. Is it the Olympic Committee responsible for the funding? Is it the World Squash Federation? Who is responsible to not cut the path of a professional player to stop? Because this is what's all about.
Yes, we have a good support from the Jordan Olympic Committee, and we have a good funds from them. But this fund will help to keep the game, not to improve the game. In order to improve the game in any country, we need more support from the World Squash Federation, from the private sector, private companies around the country. And due to the COVID-19
Yes.
pandemic,
Yes.
this support has been stopped. No one is able to support because they are facing so many issues in the private sector to support themselves, not to do volunteer work.
As we can hear from the magazines around the world, especially also the Jordanian magazines, I just read through some lines that the Olympic Committee would like to have more professionality in the coaching system. So maybe I will ask again: is it possible that the funding is stopping because of the lack of the, let's say, the level of the coaching trainers around Jordan? Is this a reason?
This is a reason, one of the reason. However, if you want to raise the fund from the Jordan Olympic Committee, the issue with the squash, it's squash until now in 2022 is still not an Olympic game. That means no one will spend more monies for a game will not bring you any medal in the Olympics. This is an issue. However, the Jordan Olympic Committee is giving us a good fund, but still, you
Yes.
cannot compare
Yes.
squash to taekwondo.
Yes.
Taekwondo
Yes.
is an Olympic game. It brings some medals to Jordan. One of them is gold medal in the last Olympics. So it's different. And I can't find a reason to the Jordan Olympic Committee not to raise the fund for squash. We are looking to more funds from the World Squash Federation. Maybe it can support squash in such countries like Jordan, Syria, Iraq, Palestine, these countries where we are facing so many issues, political issues around that. And you know, squash, it gives some players the hope to keep alive, the hope to keep in this world. You know,